Thank God it's Final Fantasy 14 Friday, everybody. We made it. Welcome in. How is everybody? Lexi, how you feeling tonight?
I'm doing good. My headache has gone away for now.
Oh,
So,
good. Yeah, it's been rainy. It's those sinus headaches. I walked outside to go to work today, and my car, which is usually red, was yellow. And I was like, hello? Spring
all
is here?
that, tree sperm.
All that pollen. I am just feeding my animals, and we're gonna do some roulettes tonight. Ooh, are you rouletting as a reaper tonight, Lexi?
Either as Reaper or as Tank, depending on what we do.
Well, I was just gonna go down the roulette list, to be honest. But I was going to do it as an astrologen. Because I'm trying to level astrologen. But as soon as I get my animals fed, because I've been neglecting my island.
The only thing I can roulette, like, level-wise is Red Mage.
Which is...
Level 60.
Okay, well, astrologen's level 67 for me, so that's not bad.
But I don't feel like playing Red Mage.
Okay. Then don't. That's up to you.
I won't.
I don't control your life.
I don't even control my own life.
Do any of us control our own lives?
No.
I think we should kill God, Lexi.
I'm working on that already.
Oh, good. Do you
He's
need
not
help?
responding to my emails, nor my written letters. So, I think I'm just gonna have to pay him a house call and
I was
beat
gonna
his ass
say.
in the front yard.
Yeah. Oh, look at you.
Like I keep telling everyone, if God had made me skinny and tall, I would have taken over the world already.
Oh, Lexi, how do you think I feel?
Yeah.
If I was skinny and tall, I would be a Hollywood star right now.
Same.
Like, um, anyway, um, hang on, I feel like I have to change my, glamour now.
Well, this isn't the glamour that I wanted, but the one I want, I need to die first.
Oh, well, we can do matches anyway.
Yeah.
¿Por qué no? Alright. And with that, let's see. What could we do? So I'm level 67 as an astrologist, which means I can do pretty much everything. Except for the level 90 roulette, which I can't even do as a level 90 player right now. So
Uh,
I'm not even sure how you
I
unlock that.
I'm not either.
You haven't unlocked it
I,
either? The level
uh,
90 dungeons roulette?
so it looks like in order to do the level 90 dungeons roulette, I'm missing 2 dungeons.
Oh.
Because you have to complete the Dead Ends, Alzadal's Legacy, the Fell Court of Troya, and Lapis Manalis. And
Oh,
there's 2 others that I am missing.
those must be side dungeons.
They
Lunar
must
Subterrane,
be.
maybe?
No? I've
Hmm.
done that one.
Oh, well, they must be side dungeons, because I haven't
Because that's
unlocked this.
literally a main dungeon.
But that's interesting, because none of mine are filled in, and I've done the Dead Ends in Azadal's Legacy.
still weird.
Yeah. Anyway, why don't
Hang
we
on, I'm
start?
gonna look that up real quick.
Sure. Why don't I pop us in for a 50-60?
Okay.
Alright. Whoa. Oh, I forgot. I'm a healer.
That was quick.
I can be your healer, baby.
Baby.
I need a healer. I'm holding out for a healer in the LA night. Oh, Stasha Hard?
God
Oh,
damn it.
okay. Alright,
We
you
ready?
ready?
We're going.
Oh, you're tanking. Oh, good luck.
I'm tanking. I don't have half the things I want.
Uh,
I don't like this. I'm
good
doing a big pull.
luck. Oh no. Please don't.
I'm just gonna do two.
Shit. Okay. Okay.
Don't.
You're a warrior. I don't have to worry about you too much, but
Yeah.
should probably be more worried about myself right now. Haha. Oh shit. Also, hey, if anybody watching the stream um wants to join in the fun, feel free. Like, you can just find us. We're on XCal. We're not exactly hiding our locations.
Come find Poppycorn Kernel. She'll kick your ass.
I want some popcorn. Do you have any popcorn?
I do, but it's the kind that you have to, like, pop on the stove.
Oh, but that's the best kind.
But I don't know how to do it. My dad does it.
I bet I could figure it out. My dad also makes it on the stove. Is that just a dad thing?
I think it is. Because his boss got him, like, a popcorn maker for Christmas
Oh, no, my
that
dad...
you put on the stove.
Oh, really? Because my dad just
Yeah,
does it
it's
in a
like...
big pot.
So that's basically what it is. It's a giant pot, and it's got a lid on it, like the popcorn top, like from the movie theater.
Huh.
And you just kind of cook the popcorn in it, and it's got like a little handle thingy in it that scrapes the popcorn along the bottom,
Huh.
so it doesn't burn.
Fascinating.
So yeah,
Oh, okay. Boss time. Alright, let's go.
I haven't played this synced in forever.
I honestly kind of hate when people throw me into this on a roulette, because I'm just like, nobody sinks these. Why are you sinking this? Oh. Ow.
Please heal yourself.
And, like, the bosses never target the tank. Like, you cannot aggro them. They just kind of do their own thing. I hate it. Oh, I've been slimed. I've been slimed.
I've been stunned. It's okay.
I got you. Well, I had you. Oh, come on. Ooh, Droopy. You got a little close there, huh? Oh, did we just do it?
Yes. Yes, we did. You're welcome.
Bro, why are you trying to aggro shit? Don't do that.
I don't think they were. I think they just ran ahead of me. Because it was taking me a while to find where I would needed to go. Rude!
I got you back. Do, 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 do. You want some crab dinner?
I actually don't eat crab.
You don't eat crab? I eat crab.
I don't eat a lot of seafoods.
I like crab
I
sticks.
eat salmon.
Okay.
And I eat, like, trout.
See, I'm not usually big on fish. My mom made a very good salmon. Apparently, you cannot prepare salmon for me in tinfoil.
Really?
Yes, because it will taste like metal to me.
Gotcha.
So, like, before, I was like, unless there's, like, this... Because there's this kind that Sam's Club has that you just stick it in the oven and bake it for a little while. It's, like, pre-prepared. And it's got, like, stuffing in the middle of it. And that's fine because of the stuffing. But I can't stand the taste of the actual fish.
Yeah.
Well, my mom prepared some with, like, some kind of seasoning mix on it the other day, and it was good. And I'm like, well, what the heck?
So, for me and my mom, because we shop specifically for our salmon at a local store, that does, like, it's all fresh. They get shipments of fish, like, 2 to 3 times a week, from, like, local places. I'm sounding very pretentious right now. It's just a really good market.
No, like,
And
there's
it's
something
cheaper
about
than,
a
like,
fresh
going to
market
Walmart or
that's so good.
Ingles. So, but I get their, seasoned, like, bourbon seasoned salmon.
Should I
So
not be
it's, like,
attacking the
soaked in,
brine?
like, a...
I was about to say, should I not be attacking the brine? But,
Probably not. Anyway, it's like a bourbon glaze salmon.
ooh.
And, because used to, I just get the plain salmon and then I'd make the bourbon glaze. But this way, it's already got the bourbon glaze, so I'm not having to, like, make extra unless we just want more of a bourbon glaze feel. So,
Oh, thank you.
excuse you.
Sorry.
Um,
Don't know what that was about.
and then I get my dad just the plain Scottish salmon. And then I will season it with salt and pepper and lemon juice.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, this guy will just aggro randomly, so...
Yeah.
Um,
I don't... Stop it.
for some reason, this conversation is reminding me of, my headcanon for Halston's absolute favorite food. Like, for a
What,
meal.
fish? Oh.
Honey glazed salmon.
It's so good.
You know he would love it.
Oh, you know it. Anyway, I cook
boy.
our salmon in tinfoil because it's easier.
Yeah, that's how Sarah
Um,
makes it too, and like I don't know. I just
well, like, if it, for some people, you know, it is a thing where it's like there's too much metal because you're literally, like, steaming it in salmon, like, in this tinfoil.
yeah, maybe that's what it is for me. Why? Oh, all of these
But
things are on me. All of these.
I'm trying so
Oh
hard.
shoot. Oh shoot. I can't move. I can't move. Oh, that's what was going on. Whew.
Anyway, I used to cook it on the grill, but it was hard to cook on the grill sometimes. So I
Yeah,
just started steaming it
on
in
the
the
grill.
oven. Well, it's easy to grill if you have like a flat top grill, like
Yeah.
like a like a chef's grill almost.
Yeah.
Um,
Which most people don't.
which most people don't, or you have like a specific thing you can put on your grill to make it flat and or cook on top of it, kind of like a pizza stone.
Yeah, that actually my family has it. My mom got like a little like metal basket thing
Mm-hmm.
that it's got like a flat bottom and like holes in the sides. Um
Yeah.
so it kind of looks like a little basket, but we use that for vegetables.
Yeah, so we I just steam mine in the oven because it's easier, the cleanup's easier. You know, I'm able to kind of like season everybody's
Yeah.
individually.
Oh.
And then we usually have it with rice.
Mmm.
Um, sometimes I like to have it with mashed potatoes.
Ooh, I do like a good
Um,
potato. Oh, hi, Secret. Sorry, I didn't just noticed you. What brings you to Sestasha? We're doing roulettes tonight. It's roulette night.
we didn't choose to be in here.
We,
I would never willingly choose to do this dungeon unsynced.
oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay.
You might have to heal me.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm here.
Shit,
I
shit, shit, shit,
swear.
shit.
Why isn't it working?
I made a
There we
mistake.
go. Okay. I had to use essential dignity, but we're good.
I'm sorry, I ran out of.
No, it's good. You're
I
good.
hate this dungeon
I
so
need to
much.
be a
I
better
don't
healer.
have
Give me
my.
trial by fire.
I don't like not having my medications.
Come on. Come on.
Oh my god, just die already. But in the D&D cookbook, there is a fish recipe. It's for like trout, but I've used it for salmon, and it's very
Oh
good.
shit.
Oh my god,
I'm so sorry.
Jesus Christ. It's not your fault. It's this guy specifically. Fuck this guy specifically.
Oh gosh, I
I'm
can't move.
trying.
I can't move. Something's
I'm
on me.
trying. I'm trying.
Something is attacking me right now. Hang on.
Did I get you?
There we go.
Jesus Christ. I hate this.
How did we survive that?
I don't know. Ah, oh, fuck, it's this one. I don't remember how this one works.
just, just kill. Just.
I don't remember what the mechanics are for this one.
Anything's a tank and spank when you're brave enough. Where are you? Ah!
I'm blind.
I can't. It's you. Where are the other two? Oh, are you supposed to take out the, We're supposed to take out the
I think you guys are
tentacles.
supposed to take out the tentacles. Um. I don't remember.
Is there anything you need help?
Ah, shit, shit, shit.
Oh, are you stunned?
I am stunned. Motherfucker.
I got you, babe.
I'm just blind in all of this.
Woohoo! Roulette Night. Roulette Night. Great start to
Listen.
it. No, this is why we're doing roulettes tonight, though. Like, what better? We just scream. Why not? Let's see. Ow.
I'm trying to focus all of my attention on the main body, so hopefully I can kill it.
Yeah, maybe a good idea.
Ha!
Yes!
Yes!
And I leveled up. Good group. Alright, who do I calm?
I calmed the machinist.
Okay, so I'll calm Jupi. Calimari.
Oh, I got a player calm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It must not have been a very good healer. That's okay. I'm not that good of a
I
healer.
doubt that is what it is.
I'm really not that good of a healer, though. It's okay. I embrace
You are
it.
still learning. It is fine.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to go to Charlian, because apparently that's where you have to go to unlock two of the quests.
Okay.
The
I
last
was
two
about.
90s.
Okay, I was about to put us into a leveling.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
All right. Sorry, I had to blow my nose first.
Yes, they are side quests. The Sigma Dreamscape and the Smiletron?
Sigma Dreamscape. And the what?
Smiletron? Apparently they're both in Old Charlian.
Huh. Interesting. I would have thought those would have come from the Omicrons. Um. Anyway, into a leveling roulette in 3, 2, 1.
You know what? I think it's the two Loporits that are in Charlian that give them to you.
Probably.
Because they're blue marker quests, and those are the only two blue marker quests left in Old Charlian, I think.
Huh. Ooh, the Airy. Okay. Okay, is this Wondrous Tale still good? Oh my god, it is. This is on my Wondrous Tales. Solstice Among Us.
Justice Among Us. Come on.
Gaius! Sus! Alright, so we had two calamari. Looks like our next course is dragon.
Dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
Oh, how do you like your dragon? Fried or...
Personally, I like it spit roasted.
Mmm.
So, Dragon a la King, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Served to me specifically on a plate delivered by a chicken that has been turned into a blade.
A chicken blade?
a blade beak, if you will. This reference specifically comes from the Quest for Camelot movie.
Yeah, I bet. I've never seen it.
It's free on YouTube. Please watch it. My personality
Maybe.
makes so much more sense with that movie in mind.
See, I think mine for me, like that is Matilda.
Yeah, no, that's just obvious about you. Um,
But I can't quite put my finger on how it's obvious that I liked Matilda.
you're Matilda.
Yeah, I can move objects
Like,
with my mind.
um, but anyway, I implore you all listening to this, watch Quest for Camelot, please. And I repeat again, if they had had the gall to make Ruber hot, the movie would have ended a different way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
That trend that's going around on TikTok right now is like, what is it? The one where it's like the slide picture and like people are choosing conventionally attractive men instead of like people who are like, oh, this is actually a really ugly dude, but he's a funny choice kind of thing.
Uh huh.
You know the one I'm talking about with the Bo Burnham song?
I'm not on TikTok, but
Oh,
I'm gonna
it's
trust
whatever
you.
trend. There's a trend going on right now where
Oh
people
shit.
it's to a Bo Burnham song. And it's you have to choose somebody who you're like attracted to. Not attracted to, but like, who you'd freak or whatever. Um, and people are
We
choosing
can
like
say fuck on this
conventionally,
channel.
I know, but they're choosing like conventionally like attractive people like Jack Black or Kovu from, Lion King 2,
I mean, I like
things
Jack
like
Black.
that. Um, what they're not doing is, or they're choosing like, Rumpelstiltskin from, what is it?
Once
Once
upon
Upon
a
a Time?
time? Are
Yes.
you serious? People
Yes.
wanna fuck him?
People would fuck him, yes. Um, anyway, my choice if I did this would be Ruber from Quest for Camelot. Because hear me out, hear me out. If he keeps the mask on, it's
Wait,
fine.
wait, where's our other DPS?
Where's the where's the where's the ninja? Cauldron?
Oh, he's coming. I just saw
Pookie?
his little guy moving. Pookie! Why are you doing that?
Because I
Why?
can. Because I
Oh,
am a menace to society.
we all knew this. Oh, I realize I haven't eaten food.
You probably should.
No, I mean like in game. Like,
Oh, you probably should.
I had dinner. I had Sabaro.
We had Shane's Rib Shack for dinner.
Ooh, Shane's is good. We don't have a Shane's around here anymore. We
There's
used
like
to.
5 near me.
Well, yeah, you're in Barbecue Central.
Are you having fun?
We
Hi,
are.
Hel.
Hi, Helen. How's it
Uh,
going?
I just got home maybe 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
ma'am.
Did you give Speedy a kiss for me?
Oh, yes, he got his kisses. He licked my hand. He was a good boy.
Beans.
Good. I love him. Tell him I love him.
Oh, of course, I tell him every day.
Good. I
I
hope he.
just.
So every time I say hi, Helen, I think specifically of the Fern Gully movie.
That's fine.
I think of a Paul McCartney song.
Well, I specifically think of the Fern Gully movie because Robin Williams says in that movie as he's imitating humans, "Hi,
Yeah.
Helen."
Oh,
Yes, I'll take it. I will take it. I like being associated with Robin Williams.
I
have a
miss that
friend.
man more and more every year.
Oh my god, he was so incredible.
Yeah.
God, but like I had to pretend to be a sociable human being for 11 hours, and that's a lot for me.
Oh, girl.
Gross.
And
Also, what do you mean pretend? You're a lovely person, though.
oh, but I like you, and that makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm delightful.
But look, you are delightful. I did run into this thing where I had like at work, what people know about me is Helen's a little dramatic about traffic and she loves her cats a lot, right? Because my other interests, I'm not going to talk about them at work. It's none of their freaking business. And so, what do you mean? Oh, I've already done that. What do you me? But like something happened with I was greeting people at this work event thing, and I had somebody say something about one of our volunteers and being like, well, I hope you're okay, because a lot of them are elderly and they were getting sick and stuff. And I had to take a chug of my drink or whatever because I almost said, if anything happens to this woman, I will kill myself.
Aww.
Yeah.
And that's apparently not how we approach things.
What? Oh, I'm getting all sorts of gear. But that's okay. That means I can sell it for Gil. For a bigger house.
For a bigger house!
Yeah, which I can then turn pink.
Cute.
I mean, I could turn my current house pink. I'm probably going to one day.
As you should.
Just like, Helen, one day I should show you my Animal Crossing house. I
I
think you would
bet
be
it is
disgusted with me.
cute as hell.
Sir, please don't stand that close. Thank you.
I think you would actually be disgusted with me. Because I just picked out every pink piece of furniture that I could.
That's fair.
Why did I choose to be a healer again?
Because you wanted to level.
That's right, I want the Amara map. Don't let me forget it.
How do you get it again?
By hitting level 80 in every single class except for Reaper and Sage.
That feels like a lot of work.
It is.
I'm level 65 in every single class already.
Your dedication is incredible.
I'm level 90 in 4 of them. So, but one of them is Sage, so it doesn't count. Shit. Oh, ow. I saw that coming. Jeez. I'm just assuming these other two guys are not rolling at all. Where are you?
Do what I do and assume they're dead.
Helen, are you like me where if somebody asks where somebody else is, you just respond that you ate them?
Yes. If somebody asks me if they've lost something, I tell them I ate it. So, yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe we both do. No, literally, that's one of my responses. Like, oh, is that what I had for lunch today?
Like, I got that one from my dad, I'll be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad used to say that all the time when I was a kid if I was looking for something. Oh, I ate it! Thanks, Dad.
Your dad sounds funny.
My dad is very funny. It's a very dry sense of humor, but he is very funny.
So I see your dad and I are very. Your dad and my dad are very similar.
I don't know, was your dad ever in the Navy?
No, but he does also have a pretty dry sense of humor.
I feel like in that regard they would get along well.
He's one of those people where like half the time you can't tell if he's joking.
He could be. Perhaps one day.
And then he gets this stupid grin on his face, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
You know, my dad and his dad were the same way. My grandpa, he would say something completely seriously, and you couldn't tell if he was making a joke, but then he'd like wiggle his ears. And that was how you would know. And he used to, when me and my brother were little kids, when we were eating dinner like at my grandma's house, he would like wiggle his ears to make us laugh and get us in trouble with my grandma.
Aww.
Formative memories there.
My dad used to chase me around his mother's trailer for small pieces of caramel candies.
That's really cute. That is really cute. God.
Now that I'm older, I'm not sure he was really trying. I mean, there's nowhere to really go in a tiny trailer.
Probably not, but it's a fun memory for you.
Oh, that's true.
I think that was the point. I think the love and the memory was the point.
This is true. This is true. Although sometimes he would be a little dick and eat the caramel candy himself.
Belongs to him now.
My dad's also the kind of person where, you know, Pokemon Go, they have like region locked Pokemon. So like you have to go to a certain part of the world to get them.
Yeah.
There's still one that's like only in New Zealand that I've never gotten. Because like you either have to find somebody to trade with,
Okay.
or go there yourself. And it's ridiculous.
Suffer.
I know. I want a Relicanth. It's the only one I'm missing from the Hoenn region. If anybody out there is watching this and has a spare Relicanth that they could trade with me, so I went to Florida, and there's a few that are like Florida, Caribbean exclusive. That area.
Okay.
Like Corsola, Heracross, and Maractus are all region
Okay.
locked to Florida and southwards. So I went with my mother to visit her family down there once, and I came back with a couple of Corsolas and a Heracross. And this was before they'd even unlocked trading in the game. So what I would do is this thing where I'd log into his account and catch things
Aww.
for him. So I did this
That's
for
love.
yeah, because I'm a nice person, and I love my dad. So I did this for him twice while we were there in Florida. And when I came back, he was like, "Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't take the opportunity to expand your Pokedex higher than mine, because he always has more Pokemon than me." And I looked
Oh,
at
how...
him, but I looked at him and I'm like, "Dad, it's because I'm actually a nice person." And he's like, "Oh, I must not have taught you right."
That's such a dad response.
Right?
That is a dad response.
Like, Dad, what?
You know, I do have to admit, though, one thing that's been very good for my mental health, and us talking about good family memories is making me think about it. Like, when I do something and people are like, well, why do you do this such and such supposedly excessively nice thing? You know, what do you get out of it? And I'm like, the love is the point. The kindness is the point. Leave me alone.
Yeah. That kindness is healing, literally.
And one of the questions I always got is, Lexi, why do you bake so much? Like, you don't even eat half of it. Because baking was one of the only things that I had with my great aunt. That I actually, like, sat still long enough for her to teach me.
Oh, do we need to bake together, Lexi?
Oh, I love baking. Like, the one thing I wish I had, that I can never get anybody to give me is my great grandmother's pound cake recipe.
Oh.
Cake
And
recipe?
it's a pound cake recipe. And it was my great grandmother's, and it's the one thing I want. And I can't find any of my family members to give it to me. And I don't know if it's just because they forget after I ask about it or what, but it's the only thing that I want. That and my Pappy's red velvet cake recipe,
Ooh.
because I personally love making red velvet cake.
Hey,
Most people
Lexi.
hate it.
Do
It is
you
Hmm.
pretty labor intensive.
do you want a cheesecake recipe?
Yes. Give give me all your recipes. Whoever's listening on Twitch, let me know like your favorite baked good recipe. I want to try it.
You know, if you have the time, a Basque cheesecake is quite good. I enjoy those. And they aren't terrible to make.
A Basque cheesecake, as in the region of
Yeah.
Spain?
That I don't even know if it even comes from that region of Spain, but that's what it's called, and it's a crustless cheesecake, essentially.
Oh. Isn't it also pronounced Basque?
Fuck if I know.
Um, one of my favorite cheesecakes that I have made
Mm-hmm.
is the fluffy Japanese cheesecakes that are like baked, that are like huge and fluffy.
Oh, yeah.
I love making those.
Hey, this puppy that
I
Sarah's hanging out with is so stupid cute.
His name is
Oh,
Cooper.
His name
I
is
oh,
think
little
Cooper.
guy.
I think this is her parents' new baby. And not a replacement, but as a
Isn't
new baby
isn't he
instead
her
of
neighbor's dog?
Mr. I don't think it's her neighbor's dog.
We will have to ask her. I mean,
I
sometimes,
swear she said it. She didn't say her parents got a new dog because I remember her talking about this.
I know some people, as dogs get older, they'll get their dog a companion because, because they're lonely.
Yeah, I mean, but no, I don't think that's her parents' dog. But I'm not
I
sure.
we
I'm
I don't
asking, so
know.
You're asking? Okay.
yeah, I said, is this your neighbor's dog or new family dog?
I was like, I thought Dale
So
was the only family dog.
so
Dale is
Dale
so cute.
Dale technically started out as their neighbor's dog,
Well, he's
and they
theirs
didn't take
now.
care of him,
Well,
and so
so the
they
story
started
I was
taking care of him.
no. The story that I was told about Dale was actually her brother found him. Um, Dale
Yeah,
was
he was in their
abandoned.
neighborhood.
No, he was down by
Oh wait,
Jacob's work.
I'm thinking of
Bo.
a golden retriever. I'm thinking of Bo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his
Yeah.
name was Bo. I remember, cause I remember when Bo died. That was
Oh.
She was so upset.
she was so I basically made her come up here to just get away from it for a little while. Um,
I don't think I was around for this one.
um, I'm not sure, Helen. I don't remember when we added you to the group chat, but oh
Oh goodness. It was a little bit. There was a little bit of a delay.
yeah. Oh, what does secret say? I have to dedicate some time sifting through my cookbooks in that case. I got this new cookbook for specific kinds of bread, and I want to try this lemon dill rye bread from Scandinavia. Ooh, that sounds really good.
Oh, Lapis, have you ever made a babka? It's like a no-knead sweet bread with some fruit. It's a Polish thing. It's great around Easter. Tasty.
The
So
Catholics listen to King King.
breads have been like my most favorite thing to bake recently.
Oh,
I love making a good bread. My favorite one to do is a cast iron skillet focaccia
Ooh.
with garlic and rosemary.
Mm. Also,
It's
Secret
so
is
good.
asking how you spell babka.
So Babka is usually how it's written in English.
Babka. Like that.
I feel like there was an episode of the Great British Bake Off that had a babka.
Probably.
I mean, it's a nice entry-level type sweetbread because it doesn't require like a lot of like fancy presentation stuff. In a lot of cases, like you can braid it, but a lot of people they'll put it like in a bundt cake pan to
Or
save
a
them
loaf
the
pan.
agony. Yeah. So, and it doesn't require quite as much working time like on the table as opposed to some other breads.
Yeah. Alright, so I can collect my stamp.
Oh, another favorite bread of mine. It's also in the D&D cookbook. It's a cinnamon swirl bread.
Oh, cinnamon bread is always
That
a good.
is fantastic with like a good apple jam.
One day,
Ugh.
I'm gonna set aside some time to try this recipe that my mother has. She has a women's. It was like a women's club recipe book from the Florida Keys. Um, and all these women, they put together a cookbook. Um, and one of the recipes is Cuban water bread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I've tried making it once before, but I don't think I let it rise a second time long enough.
That'll
So the
do it.
texture was kind of. It tasted good, but the texture was kind of
So
funky.
my mom found this weird, but before we moved, or even still now, sometimes I'll do it. If I need my bread to rise and like prove, but my house is cold and I don't feel like messing with the thermostat, I'll put the bread in like a glass bowl or whatever and put it in the oven and turn the oven light on. So it's
Okay.
technically heated, but it's not like too hot that the yeast will die. So
Well,
the
that's a
Yeah.
bread
good way
will
to do it.
so the bread will proof. Another one is putting it in like a heat safe container, running your dryer for a few minutes, and then just sticking it in the dryer.
You know, one thing I'll do for that to kind
I've
of cheat
actually
it is
done that. Like I ran my dryer for like maybe 10 minutes and then went and stuck the bowl in the dryer.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. One thing I've done that sounds insane now that I think about it is the dishwasher was about done, so I covered the bowl with the dough or whatever, and so when it released all that warm steam, I put it on the counter above it.
Also,
So it would
Secret
get that
says,
extra heat.
I have not seen it before, but if I recall correctly, I have Polish ancestry, so it seems like something I'd try.
Recommend
Okay.
it. I think it's fun. It might be hard to find currants. A lot of recipes I've had call for those. But if you want to substitute, if you want like a sour like dried fruit to put in there, dried cranberries aren't bad, and with some regular raisins and maybe some golden raisins, it's a good mixture. If you want to be fancy, you can make a rum syrup. It's not necessary, but you know. I've also made an apple cinnamon babka, which was quite tasty.
Oh, that sounds good.
You know what I want to learn how to
Yeah,
make
but
is crepes. I want to learn how to
Okay,
make crepes.
so currants are very similar to raisins.
they are.
So you could probably just trade them out for raisins if you wanted to.
Well, there's these things called Zonti currants, which are, it's like a specific kind of grape from somewhere in California. Don't ask me why it's like this, but you can buy them from Sunmade.
Yeah, so it's Zante currants, Corinth raisins, or Corinthian raisins, or outside the United States, simply currants, are the raisins of the small, sweet, seedless grape, cultivar Black Corinth.
Oh.
So they're just a different kind of raisin?
They're just a different kind of grape, yeah. They're a little like, yes, it's sweet, but there is a little bit more of a tang in my experience with currants. So
Mhm.
that's why I suggested like the cranberry if you wanted like a different flavor thing to go with the sweeter golden raisins.
Yeah.
Alright. Are we ready for the next roulette?
Yes.
I will say I did make some cranberry orange shortbread the other day,
Ooh.
and that was pretty bomb.
Ooh.
Alright, we're
Yeah.
going into a trials roulette. Let's see. Let's go.
And man, making good shortbread is a lot more difficult than they ever tell you it is because it's a simple recipe, but that means that it's really easy to mess up.
Yeah, I have not tried to make shortbread yet. It does kind of scare me.
Lolly. Oh! Oh, it's Battle on the Big Bridge. This one. Greg.
Go on, Enkidu. It's Toad, your favorite.
Ah, fuck, I got turned into a toad.
Wait. Go on, he can do his
Specific problem to have.
I never knew he had a voice.
I admit it.
How did I miss
Fighting
his
all eight
voice
of you.
before?
It's just
I
too
can't
much
come to
for
play
me.
cards this Thursday. I got turned into a toad.
Not.
Got turned into
I
that chicken.
lied. Have at thee.
Oh wait, that's Enkidu. The chicken is Enkidu.
Why, I've been had. This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious. I, just remembered something.
God, I forgot how funny these are.
I gotta do it. Bum 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 bum.
I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding that I will pound you silly! Aha!
I actually really like his voice. Oh my gosh.
Rocket,
Oh ho
punch!
ho.
It's cute. It's a cute little voice.
I'm glad it's a cute little voice.
Gilgamesh. 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 The black mages are fighting. I have the bigger stick. What is happening?
Rocket,
Also, I have
punch!
to laugh. I did order a new phone case recently, and it's taking them a while to get
I
it
won't
made and
look
like
out
sent
so
out,
easy.
which is, whatever. It is what it is. But
No.
I ordered that teeny tiny secondhand Siegfried figure, and it is already in the mail.
Oh, I love that.
I'm like, thanks. They're like, oh, we sense that this is someone who simps very loudly and often.
Are you kidding? You're doing Hildebrand, dude. Get over it. Leave me alone.
I do actually need to repair my other tiny Siegfried figure though, and I can't blame Steve for it. I had him displayed up on top of my computer tower, and Steve thought it was a Steve toy.
Oh no.
So he knocked him over, and
A casualty.
the sword came off, and I have to glue it back in place. Which isn't the first time I've had to apply glue to that specific figure. It wasn't exactly like a super expensive or like super crazily well made figure. Like it didn't stand up properly on the base on its
Oh.
own. You had to glue it into place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, speaking of, you know how I was asking about, like, advice for walking shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The other day? Well, so, and then Gunter was, like, trying to give me some, and then he, like, sent examples, and I was like, this looks exactly like what I'm already wearing. But my mom bought some new inserts. Or, I mean, they're by, like, Atrex, I think is what that brand is called. And I have not had foot pain since. So, problem solved? Question mark?
Nice.
But yeah. Oh, one of my retainers just finished a venture.
I will say that if you're suddenly walking like a lot more than you used to, sometimes it just doesn't matter about your shoes. Your feet just have to get used to it. And it sucks.
Well, see, I usually do like long walks on the weekends, but
Mm-hmm.
but now I'm starting to walk during the week too. Shorter walks, but like, and then Disney World was just there was no need for my body to be that much in pain.
Yeah.
That's just Disney World. Trust me. You can be prepared as much as you want for Disney World. You will walk away in so much pain.
My mother was trying to find my brother some Crocs too while we were down there.
Oh,
Um, except she was trying to get him Star Wars ones specifically because he likes Star Wars. Um,
that's cute.
but she was told that they had Star Wars Crocs in the gift shop outside of Star Tours, which was about a mile away from where we were currently standing. And I was like, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna sit right here. And because once I leave the Star Wars area, I am not coming back into it. And I would still like to build my lightsaber. I built a lightsaber in Disney World, by the way, Twitch.
You see, I don't care a lot about like Disney World or Disneyland or whatever, but I always smile when I hear that you've had fun. So I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I built a lightsaber. It was so cool.
Listen, I am not like a quote unquote a fan of Star Wars. I've literally seen like maybe 2 movies and can only remember one of.
Yeah.
But the entire time that I was in band in both middle school and high school, one of our songs that we would play was Darth Vader's March.
Darth Vader.
Death Vader.
Darth Vader's March.
Bum, bum,
Um,
bum, bum,
that was my
bum,
theme song
bum.
apparently.
Oh, really?
So yes, I am not joking because every time that we had to play that, it was played in my general direction by like half of the trumpets. Like that was my given theme by like half of the marching band.
That's so cute.
So when I went to Disney World for Lauren's bachelorette, we stayed in Star Wars Land like half the time.
Yeah,
I walked away with a little
Studios,
music
right?
box. Yeah, because that's where we went. We just stayed there because why go anywhere else? I walked away with a little music box that plays Darth Vader's Death March.
That's really cute.
But yeah, I am.
Alright. Next roulette?
1 second. I am doing a thing.
No, we gotta go right now, Lexi.
Listen,
Right
I'm trying to
now.
get my squadron
Are
up
we
to
there
par.
yet?
No, we're not there yet.
I'm so glad you guys think I'm funny.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Your sense of humor is very accessible and nice, don't worry.
Alright, main scenario, Lexi. Oh, thank you! I decorated it myself. Well, I had some help from my ex, but... Main scenario.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Nope, my house now. My city now.
Your house now.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, you just kind of have to mess around with it. I didn't even use any, like, special tools or anything like some people do. I have a friend who's made an entire bathhouse.
I mean, if it brings them joy.
Yeah.
That's just a lot.
No, it's beautiful. It's a stunning place. But I can't even imagine how long that took them to make. But yeah, I just, and I'm always, in games like this, I'm always the kind of person that's like, whatever I find just out and about, is what I'm going to decorate my house with.
There's a little bug guy here. Little guy. Little guy. Sorry.
Oh, you got a little guy?
Got a little guy.
What kind of little guy?
It's another robot beetle.
Oh.
I only need like 4 of them, so
you're playing Genshin. How are the Genshin?
Yeah. So I'm almost done maxing out Risley.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
That is how you pronounce his name.
Risley?
Risley, yeah.
Risley.
It's Welsh. Just give up at this point. Just sneeze and it's probably correct.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, even the voice actor for him has trouble pronouncing it.
Sorry,
I'm
Welsh
terrible, and I'm terrible, and I don't mind his name so much, but sometimes I just call him a cute dog. And
well, you're not
you'd be
wrong.
accurate. He is voiced by Josie Asia, so.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So I play on the Chinese audio just because I like Peng Bo, which is Zheng Li's voice actor, and he's kind of got a growly voice in Chinese, which I like a lot.
Also,
nice.
secret. This is the new. This is Ultima, and I guess it's the new version. I never played a different version of this, so when people talk about the new version of Ultima, I'm like, what do you mean? This is the only version I know. Hero, where are you? There you are.
But yeah, in the English version of Genshin, Josie Asia voices Risley.
Heard his English dub voice. It's very cute. It's a little bit of a different vibe, but it's not a bad one at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Joe also just does a fantastic job with most of the characters that he voices. My personal favorite is always going to be Claude.
Oh, yeah.
It's just because he's a funky little boy and I love him.
He's funky fresh. Oh my god, I forgot to bring home the docent manual for my thing.
Uh-oh.
I mean, which is fine. I can bring it home Monday night too.
Why do you need to bring it home?
Because I'm doing docent training whether I like it or not. Just in case we need somebody to fill in.
Oh, well, I have a good question relating to the lore. What was Gaius thinking when he felt the need, when he felt he needed a priceless artifact of a super weapon instead of, like, something tritable? I'm not sure what a tritable means, but, I mean, he was fully convinced that Eorzea sucked. He's not 100% wrong. Eorzea has definitely got its problems. Looking at you, Gridania, with your racism. Looking at you, Limsa, with your breaking your oaths and stealing tribal lands.
Looking at you, Ulda, for leaving homeless people.
This all sounds like America.
Well,
Honestly,
yeah.
just a little bit.
And like that's honestly, I love that that's one of the first things that's really kind of driven home to you in the game is those issues, because like that's what causes most of ARR.
Capitalism.
And like okay, in the defense of the Limsons, that agreement wasn't sustainable. It just wasn't.
Then it's time to renegotiate.
Yeah, like, am I saying that they handled it the right way? Absolutely not. They didn't. But like, they needed the land. They couldn't just live on ships. That's just not sustainable.
No, unfortunately, it helps to have a home base.
Yeah, but Ishtola, what really drives that home when you first start hanging out in Limsa with the Admiral, by calling the Admiral out about that, saying like, hey, these issues wouldn't be happening if you hadn't broken your treaties. And the Admiral's just like, I mean, you're not wrong, but also, we have civilians here, please. Please help.
Like, did we fuck up? Yes. But the civilians did not fuck up. So I think you need to, keep that in mind.
So, yeah. But also the fact that Ishtola was willing to speak to a very important person. Like a sovereign leader was like that was very impressive to me. Let's see. Yeah. Chervil means a cheap resource that is readily expanded.
I thought you said tribble, and I'm like, ooh, Star Trek?
I do love a good tribble. But,
Tribbles are very cute.
they're adorable. A tribble means cheap resource that is readily expended. Oh, well, I mean, I think you would have liked both.
Beyond mortal
Garleans
limits.
aren't really known for
If you are to prevail,
pragmatic.
the hammer of
Well,
darkness must
that's
needs be
not the
brought
word
to
I'm looking
bear
for.
upon the shield of light.
They're not known for diplomacy, that's for
And
sure.
so it shall.
So I think
For
a
the ultimate
super weapon would
is
definitely
host to
be
a power
helpful.
of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sapik.
Yeah, communion is better than
It is the
subjugation,
weapon's
especially
core,
since the
an
tribe
enigma
was
whose
already
surface
with a
even
thriving
the vaunted
industry.
scholars
Yeah,
of ancient Alec failed to scratch.
because like that was kind of Limsilimen's thing, is like the
The
mankind was
within
supposed to have the bounty
has
of the
lain
sea,
dormant for
and
eons.
the beast tribes were supposed to have the bounty of the land. Specifically, the kobolds, I believe it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
A spell without parallel.
The Sahagin, of course, were. That's a whole other can of worms.
I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
Also, Helen, I'm sorry if you're getting spoilers right now.
Oh, it's fine, baby. I knew that there was no avoiding spoilers for a game like Final Fantasy XIV that's been around forever, and that's okay.
For my god to
Yeah.
be reborn.
I wish you'd keep playing, though.
I do need to get back on and keep playing Esther, my little clown college dropout.
Yes.
The hour is at hand. Behold,
Clown college dropout.
I love that. You're just like, what kind of lore do you have for her? And I'm like, she flunked out of clown college.
and from the deepest pit of the seven hells,
What
to
you
the
have
very
accomplished
pinnacle
here
of the
today
heavens, the
is
world
no
shall tremble.
small feat.
Unleash Ultima!
I still crack
I
up
hate
about that
unskippable
audio.
cutscenes.
I love that like everybody has seen this cutscene so many times that everybody just talks over it now.
Look,
No,
it was. I
it's
knew
right.
for a fact we were either gonna get this one, or what's the one with Castrium right before it.
It's Castrum, Meridianum, or Praetorium.
Just always.
Well, those are the only three there. They really need to add more to the main story.
I think they have.
They
Oh,
haven't.
Heidelin,
It's just those three.
it seems the task of keeping your champion
I thought they added
alive
more.
has exhausted what
I mean, I'll look
strength you had
again,
left.
but I'm pretty sure it's just those three that are in that
Van
roulette.
Belzar,
I really
your
wish they would
enemy's
add like the
shield is
Heavensward
broken.
endings to it, like
The
Thornton.
rest I
Mhm.
leave to you.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old
Listen,
man?
old man.
Fuck Thornton. Ayo, fuck Thornton. All my homies hate Thornton.
The question of who is mightier remains. Come,
Ugh.
I
Adventurer.
deserve. Thank
let
you.
us
We'll
find
find
the
the answer
answer
together. Such devastation! This was not my intention. Alright. I probably should not be standing here.
Do what you want. No rules. Anarchy.
Well, I think I will get hit by a laser beam if I stand there, so...
Oh, that might be a problem, yeah. Never mind. Some rules.
Don't stand where the laser beam will hit you. There's one rule.
Yes.
Make sure you're healing your party members. There's two rules.
gaze upon true power.
God, I don't enjoy astrologing as much as I probably could. If I have to pick a healer, I'd much rather play Sage.
This is fair.
But, like, I'm trying to level, so... Oh, shit. Ow. Okay,
Oh, bless you.
that was a 9. 7.
I'm not gonna fight with this shit right now.
Sorry, Lexi.
Oh, now that I'm among like-minded people, by the way, I'm really, really glad that other people are just tired of seeing Has Been Hotel and Has Hell of a Boss stuff everywhere.
Oh my god, I know. And like, I feel kind of bad because I know Emily likes it and she's now in that big group chat of ours. But
Look, you're allowed to like what you like, okay? I'm not saying this to say people are allowed to like what you like. But the only interesting thing about that entire situation
Oh.
for me is like
Oh shit.
David's musical performances. Beyond that, I just don't care.
yeah,
Well.
Like, does that make me a bad person? Maybe. My personal feelings about Vivzy or whatever the hell her name is aside, I can recognize the work of the people who worked on it, you know, who contributed to the project. And I hope they continue to get work, right?
Yeah.
But I can also say that it's genuinely not my cup of tea, but because it seems that a lot of people who are also into the same things I'm into are picking it up, it just keeps getting recommended on my algorithms, and I just can't escape it. And
Yeah,
it's like,
I
oh my
know.
god.
Okay. Let's try this again.
And again, is this maybe me being a hipster piece of shit about stuff?
Well,
Perhaps,
so
Skosh.
my thing is that I was around when like Vivzy first started creating Hell of a Boss. Like I actively followed her on YouTube for that. Everybody that worked on it the first time as a project did not work on it the second time around. Just about, I don't think.
Ooh.
Like, she did basically almost a complete overhaul of people. The original voice actors and stuff that she had for the first, like, look at it were not invited back. She got, you know, A-list celebrities, basically, A-list voice actors, to come back and voice all these characters. And, like, that's great if you have the budget for it. Yeah, like, that's fine. But you introduced this project, like, 5 years ago. If before that. And you did a complete overhaul of animators and actors. And you're just expecting people not to notice?
Was there ever any details? Did they just...
I don't know if anything was ever like explicitly said about why she did it. There's some speculation that she did it just because of Amazon getting, you know, like where it was getting on Amazon, and like she actually had the funds to like get more people. But my thinking is, it was like, if you started with a set of people for a project and they had been with you through the entire thing, would you not stay with that group of people instead of hiring brand new ones?
That's the thing that gets me the most about it, is I don't... Like, I have a hard time believing that, like, that entire crew apparently behaved so badly. You know? And I understand changing, and if you have access to people who are more experienced or whatever, and you're just going to trade them out for it. But... I don't know. I did hear some murmurings that apparently she is a very poor manager to work under, but that could just be internet gossip.
So that's been around for years, from when she very first started trying to get Hell of a Boss off the ground to now, about how bad she is to work for. You know, there was always a lot of speculation about her being racist and, you know, stealing other people's art and things like that. So it's and like, I looked it up. There's no like evidence of her being this way. But when it's come from so many people, there's got to be some truth to it somewhere.
I wasn't super excited when I saw there was a character who was supposed to be like a flapper type character who knew Alistair in life, and it's like, okay. And I noticed she had like a hook nose, and I was like, well, you know, maybe I'm just reading into it. But then I was looking, apparently this wasn't her first design, and the hook nose was added after she decided she didn't look enough like a demon. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
That's not a winner.
A lot of the character,
Could you
like,
magically send them into a trance? Yeah.
a lot of the characters, like, there's one character that she has
I'm
for,
sorry.
I think, Has Been Hotel, that is just a 50s housewife who is obsessed with nothing but, like, men.
Oh,
And, like,
dear.
hates other women. And I'm like, that's not a good character.
Here's the thing, if they're not supposed to be good people, right, but it's like, are you writing them at least in an engaging way?
Yeah. And then there's also the thing with, like, Angel Dust being, like, a lot of his background is basically, like, him being sexually abused and, like, being forced to take drugs and things like that.
Shoot.
And it's one of those things where it's like, none of this is making sense.
Hey, hit the limit break.
I don't have it on my hotbar because I'm a tank.
Oh.
So I'm gonna sound like I'm out of my mind again. It's not my thing and I don't watch it. But my thing is, like, you don't have to justify, like, every weird little thing about your character or whatever. Like, I get it. I have characters who have dumb little traits. I have a couple characters who are allergic to weed just because I think it's funny. And this is fine. But I think when it comes to, like, sensitive topics like sexual abuse, it does feel like she kind of throws it around really lightly. And, like, yeah, I get it. I get that it's hell. But after a while, if it's the same stuff over and over again, you're expecting me to believe that everybody in hell has these specific same issues?
Yeah.
They're this exact flavor of edgelord?
I mean, it is hell. They might be.
The thing, okay? I get it. Look, it's hell. It just feels like when we talk about, oh, they're written this way because they aren't good people. I'm like, okay, but why are these all the same kind of not good people?
Yeah. It's like, give them some kind of, like, standout flavor, something. Like, one person who, like, portrays hell in, like, a really funny way, but also does it so differently is See You Later on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
She has a skit that she does called Hell's Bells. And
is this the one where they're like office workers running hell?
The help desk.
Yes.
This is the hell desk. You know, and they send you down to your level or whatever. Yes. She does it so perfectly, and I love her skits so much. They're fantastic. She portrays every character in such a way that you can not only can you tell that they are different characters, but you can tell, like, hey, like, even though this is like a minute skit or whatever on TikTok, you can tell how much time and effort that she put into these videos. And she's one person doing this compared to how many people are on Vivzi's team.
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of thing, you know, it's...
Also, I'm gonna open up a whole nother can of worms. I do not get the hype with Alistair. I don't.
Which one is he again? Is he the
He's the
50s radio talk show host? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I will say, character design, kind of cool. I love, like, you know, the 50s talk show kind of idea. However...
Where is that in the design, though?
Where is that in the design, other than the fact that he carries around a microphone?
Also,
or that's how he first showed up.
Yeah, and here's my thing, too. I have noticed he's supposedly, again, don't watch it, so I could be off, but I've seen a lot of lore about him possibly being a cannibal. And
oh, come on!
Then he's drawn as a deer demon, which unfortunately draws on that really unfortunate parallel how pop culture displays like a Wendigo as a deer thing.
Yeah.
And okay, it's my bad. I shouldn't have said the thing. It's a closed practice indigenous thing. But kind of hearkening, and I won't do it again, But hearkening back to that, I don't think was a really smart move, nor does it make any sense, nor is it a particularly interesting design.
Why
And
can't I do this tonight?
she also, I remember some people were pretty upset because there were some hoodoo or voodoo related symbols, which is a living religion. I'm like, I get it. Again, it's hell. They don't take anything seriously or whatever. I'm like, okay, but why is my thing. Other than him being from New Orleans, why?
Yeah, none of this was done smartly. There should have been a lot more research put into a lot of the practices that they put on here. You know, things that did not need to be put in video, especially talking about like harkening back to like Native American religions and like closed practices. None of that needs to be aired. They're closed for a reason, especially to white people, which I'm assuming, not totally sure, that Vivzie is a white woman.
Oh, she is.
So,
We've seen pictures of her now.
unfortunately, pictures don't always tell you.
Well, yeah, she's
Yeah.
blonde.
There are blonde. Unfortunately, there are like blonde people who are technically POC.
Yeah.
Well,
It's. I can't look
Without
at anybody in
native.
this type.
She's not native.
She's not native.
Yes.
And that's exactly the thing, is a lot of these closed practices are, she comes off as a white woman and, or a white, female looking person. None of this needs to be put on air for other people to see, especially when there are children watching this show, which, first of all, does not need to be happening.
That's on their parents at that point.
But you also have 16-year-olds watching this, wanting to cosplay Angel Dust. And it's like they're not being safe in the fandom of, like, a lot of this, I think, is giving me flashbacks to, like, the bad side of Homestuck.
Is it bad when you're talking about the cosplay thing? I remember Hetalia and how you had teenagers making weremocked uniforms.
Yeah, that's another thing, is like there's always going to be a bad side to every fandom. But the fact that you have teenagers wanting to cosplay what is essentially a sex worker and drug addict.
Well, I mean, people really love what's it called, Moulin Rouge. So here's my thing. I'm not one of those people who thinks that like you shouldn't expose like teenagers to like hard topics in fiction, okay? But in my case, it does feel like, especially with kind of the flippant attitude towards a lot of things. And again, I get it. It's supposed to be an edgy comedy, etc. I don't think they're engaging with it critically.
Yeah.
Is my thing. And just simply wanting to emulate a character they like or whatever on a one-to-one basis, I don't know if that's that great. And if we went back to the situation with like the closed practices or whatever too, it's not that I don't think that people can't mention them in things in media all the time, nor it's not that I think that like every time you portray something, it always has to be positive. But
like there's a way to negatively like associate. There's a way to show something both negatively and positively, and like do it in a way that's not harmful to the thing or to the people watching it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me think there was this movie called Ravenous that came out in 1999, and it dealt with the aforementioned Native American practice or whatever. But because it was part of the plot, it was never really treated as... It wasn't treated the same way that it was like in Hell of a Boss and stuff. It doesn't feel like it was done simply just to do popular monster, quote-unquote, imagery. And a lot of it had to do with it being an allegory for Western expansionism and the greed of colonization, which, whew!
Okay.
It was really, really interesting.
That I can give you, actually, not to bring up Downton Abbey again, but I'm gonna. there's a whole plot line with Thomas, who's revealed as like the token gay character on the show. But he's also kind of an asshole. But the show makes it so clear, like, hey, he's not an asshole because he's gay.
He's just an asshole because he's an asshole.
He's an asshole to be an asshole, but what's interesting about the way Downton Abbey does it is, actually, I kind of take it back. He is kind of an asshole because he's gay, but, like, it's the circumstances around that are just so painfully obvious. And when compared to other characters that are like that on the show, there's definitely a difference. Mm-hmm. Because what Thomas is doing is keeping people at arm's length. Except for the people he feels he can trust. Because it's the 1920s, and
the 1920s, yeah, and it's about to get real funky fresh and not in a good way.
Woohoo! Finally.
Oh, that other DPS left in a hurry.
Yeah, he was mad. I'm mad. That shouldn't have taken us that long. That was my bad.
Oh, I got the player comm.
Yeah, I bet you did. I did not do good in there. That's okay.
Wait a minute. I think I know where another one is.
But yeah, anyway.
Okay, all this so she says he is our neighbor's new puppy.
Yes. So to say all this to say, formulate your own opinions about whatever you watch. That is fine. We are not here to make decisions for you in what you watch or what media that you consume. However, be aware of the types of things that you are consuming. I wish I would stop seeing it as much. However, if people like it, that's fine. I do wish there was more critical thinking about who the person is creating it, and like whether or not some of the things that have actually come out and like been said about her since she started creating this are true or not. Because there's speculation on whether or not she is actually as horrible of a person as that has been said, but there's no like hardcore evidence about whether or not that is actually true. But still, always be wary of the type of media that you consume in all aspects of life. Do not let somebody else's opinion force you or formulate your own opinion. You are a living, thinking, breathing person. You need to formulate your own opinions.
This is true.
We are saying our own opinions about a piece of media that we have not consumed, but having been previously been aware of issues and or, like me, been in the fandom before and realized, hey, some of the things she's doing is kind of shitty. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I am going to remove myself from this situation. Things like that. Always, especially now in media when we have things like the new documentary out on Hulu about everything that happened at Nickelodeon in like the early 2000s and the 90s.
Oh god, do you want me to gag?
Oh wait, what happened? I haven't heard
So
about this.
Dan Schneider is a pedophile. Half of the execs that were on Nickelodeon in the early 2000s were also pedophiles. Jeanette McCurdy talks about it a lot in her book. But a lot of the Nickelodeon stars that have made it took hush money to not talk about the pedophilia that happened behind the scenes on Nickelodeon shows. That's why, like, half of the like Nickelodeon shows that you remember, like from as a child, were the executive director was Dan Schneider.
Oh, it's not good.
It's not good. It's a new documentary on Hulu or HBO or something. A lot of execs were just not good people. And there were some who did speak out, like one of the actors from, what was it, Boy Meets World?
Really?
Talked about it. He was getting interviewed in 1993 for like, it was Michael Jackson a pervert or whatever. And he was like, no, it's the executives at Nickelodeon. And he was very much like giving them names. In 1993, was giving them names of people who worked at Nickelodeon. And
Oh
he's
my
like, it's
God.
not Michael Jackson. So it's been going on since then.
Yeah,
And
there's
it
a lot
is
of things.
so
Yeah.
deeply ingrained in all of that. That's why you have people like, that's why Jeanette McCurdy is so, like, harsh now. Like, why she is so, she spoke a lot about it in her book of, like, why I'm glad my mom died.
Oh God.
And how much, like, she felt like she was betrayed. But, like, I mean, obviously she had to do things for the show because that's how she got paid. But if you look at how she was treated on the show, between, like, how Ariana Grande was portrayed, Ariana Grande had a whole musical career while they were filming the show Sam and Cat, because she took the hush money, supposedly, from Dan Schneider to keep things quiet, whereas Jeanette did not and actively spoke out against it and was uncomfortable. And she was treated horribly for it.
Yeah, that's probably why she didn't come back for the Guy Carly remake.
Exactly. The guy that plays Spencer, if you look at behind the scenes shots of, like, the iCarly, like, show, he would physically put himself between Miranda Cosgrove and, like, any of the kids and Dan. Like, he was physically putting himself in the position so he would
Good.
be between them so they would not be in trouble. So this is why I'm saying always be
he was one of
careful.
the adults there. Like, he
He
should
was
be,
one of
but
the adults there. The mom, or the lady who was the mom on Disney Channel, she did the exact same thing. Anytime she heard stuff being said about, like, Dylan and Cole or any of the other kids, she would actively speak up against it, even though she could have lost her job and been blacklisted from Hollywood.
There's actually, and looking back at it too, there's a lot of situations where a lot of, like, the visual gags and stuff in a lot of Dan Snyder's shows, they were taken from, like, pornography.
If you look at the Amanda show, if you look at half of the things that were done on either Victorious or Sam and Cat with Ariana Grande's character.
yeah, I know there was a joke of you don't have to put on the red tights, something like that.
If you specifically look at the Amanda show, she did a skit where her character's name was Penelope Taint.
Ooh.
Yeah. A lot of, as a kid you didn't think about it, but then you go back and watch it as an adult and you realize, oh, this is kind of messed up, because he was a horrible, horrible man. And he got away with it for so long.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, so this is why we should always be critical of the media that we consume.
Oh, for sure.
Always. It does not matter if it has, like, your favorite person in it. We have to be wary of the media that we consume. We have to formulate our own opinions about things. We have to be aware of what kind of people we are supporting in this world.
Yeah.
And, like, yes, sometimes it's going to be hard to avoid certain, like, pieces of media or certain things or certain, purchases. But it's always better to err on the side of caution and go against those choices if you can.
For sure, for sure.
So I didn't mean to, like, hijack the stream for a minute, but
no, you're
like,
good. I was interested in that because I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan Schneider has been a incredible, quantifiable creep around child actors for years, and it's a shame.
Well, this explains the gag about Gibby taking his shirt off, though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of funny, but also, also kind of fatphobic,
Yeah.
but, like...
But yeah, this does explain all the strange feet gags, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but the feet was kind of funny. Feet are funny.
Feet can be funny.
Anyway, so we are moving on to our next roulette. We are on to Alliance Raids. If you are ready, Lexi.
I am doing my mini cockpot. Give me just 1 second.
No.
Okay, go ahead. I only had one left to do by the time you asked me.
Did you do it?
Yes, I said go ahead.
Okay. Alright.
Don't forget to repair your gear.
Oh shit. Now I have to remember where a mender is in Ishgard. Hang on. Is there one in the Jeweled Crozier?
Yes.
I always love Ishgard. Ishgard feels like home to me. I don't know why.
Fair? If it's your favorite, it's your favorite. That's okay.
I mean, are you watching the stream right now, Helen?
I flip back and forth, back and forth.
Well, look at this, Helen.
Okay, let me wiggle over. Da, da, da. Move so I don't die. Move so I don't die. Okay, so we're in Ishgard.
Isn't it pretty?
It is very pretty. Very French. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
Oh, no, it's definitely inspired by France. There's actually, they've admitted that there's a specific city in France that inspired it. It wasn't Paris. But I can't remember which city it was right now. Yeah, the stonework is really not. I don't know what it is about a stonework city that just draws me in. And maybe it's because I'm a city girl at heart, but
It's fair.
like if I could live in New York affordably, I would be there.
Man, I have a friend and she lives in New York, and some of the things she tells me about like the cost of rent and stuff just have
I
me like choked.
know. Yeah, stone and steel, baby. Stone and steel secret. Also, definitely not inspired by the Catholic Church at all.
Of course not.
Like, as a Catholic, it should offend me more that Catholics are used as, like, villains as often as they are. But we kind of brought it on ourselves, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like I feel like part of the Catholic experience or the Catholic adjacent experience is just dealing with the fact that, yeah, we've pissed a lot of people off, you know?
Like, I mean, there was the whole sex scandal thing in the 90s.
It's like great news. This is not going to get better for us.
Like,
The press is not going to improve.
just, it's not, And like, when I say it should offend me more, what I mean by that is it doesn't, and that's kind of weird to me.
It's that strange. You're a person who can think critically about the institutions that you participate in, and you're able to look at a system, even if it's something that you grew up with, and be like, hey, maybe we did something fucked up with it.
Yeah.
And that's a hard skill to learn, and a lot of people may not be at that point yet, especially with something that serves as like the kind of community gaining and life structuring functions that, you know, church and religion does do. So
There's did either of you ever see that movie Are You There, God? Me, Margaret?
I read the book.
You read the book, okay. Well,
God fucking damn it.
so do you know, Lexi, you said you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
Okay, well, oh, spoiler alerts for anybody who uses a milk alternative? Huh. Weird. Anyway, but so this movie, it's about a girl who's like, how old was she again, Helen? Do you remember? She was like 11 or 12, right?
11 or 12, she was upset. It was a whole thing about coming of age, you know?
Yeah, so like, this is the age where girls are starting to deal with having their monthly cycles, and going through puberty and getting bras and things like that. And funny enough, because I realized that this is about the age that I started questioning it myself, she also has a journey about religion and what that means to her, because her parents are she's basically mixed. So her father is Jewish and her mother is Christian. So there's a whole story arc about how her maternal grandparents basically disowned the whole family when she married a Jewish man. So like that was kind of hard for her to learn.
And then they showed up and they wanted to be involved in her life. They were shitbags.
Because they wanted her to be Christian. But more interestingly, her parents seem to have this thing about like not getting her involved in any religion because they want her to make that choice for herself. And the point that she starts making is, how am I supposed to make that decision if I know nothing about it?
Yep.
So she asks her paternal grandmother to take her to temple. And that starts a whole can of worms.
Yeah. But you know, I did not like her mom's parents. I thought they were fucking awful.
No, like yeah, that was upsetting. And the way they did, anyway, I was making a point about this. After the scene after when they find out that grandmother took her to temple, and they're all upset about it because like that's not what they wanted for her. Her dad starts thinking like, well, maybe this will be a good thing actually. You know what got me off of going to temple? Going to temple.
Going to temple.
And I heard that line and I looked at my mother who was watching the movie with me. I looked at her and was like, you know what got me off of going to mass? Going to mass.
Yep.
And she just laughed and nodded like, yep, it'll do it. That'll do it.
It's like nothing quite turns you off religion the way religion does.
Yeah. But like, it is, the way that they dealt with the situation with her mom's parents was very interesting in the movie, because like, there's the whole thing where she like writes to them. Like, yeah. I think she sent them like a Christmas card. Is what it was. And she actually gets a response from them. And like, the dad is like all upset about this, like, you know what happened the last time. And she just kind of breaks down. She's like, they're the only parents I have.
And those kinds of complicated family structures are interesting enough. I mean, looking back, arguably that was more engaging than some of the stuff I see on television now.
Yeah. Oops. Well, I mean, this was a very recent movie, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a very recent movie. It was a book before.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
I think
book
the
in
book
the
came out like in the
70s.
70s.
Why can't I do anything? Crap. You still alive there, Poppy?
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie only came out in like 2022, I think.
Wow.
But yeah, the book came out in like the 70s and it was super controversial.
How dare you talk about periods
I know. How dare you?
and Jewish people?
Actually, I think the Jewish people was the least controversial part of the book.
Probably. People are so weird about normal bodily functions.
Right. Especially in the 70s.
I have to laugh because, like, my mom, she grew up, like, in the 60s and the 70s and stuff. And
Yeah, so
thankfully,
did my mom. Yeah.
thankfully, she's always just been super frank about it with me. So, like, there was no, oh my god, I'm gonna die, like, when I got my period or whatever. I looked at it, and I walked out of the bathroom, and I was like, Mom, we have a problem. Mom.
I thought it was so funny. There's a scene in the movie, too, where she buys herself pads to
Oh my
practice
god.
with.
Of course she does.
And I saw that and I looked at my mom like, you would have killed me. You would have found those pads, thought that I'd started without telling you. And you would have been so mad.
Her just being so mad because, like, thankfully it happened while I was at home. And I was like, this ruined a pair of my pajama pants. And I brought it out and I'm like, Mother, this looks like blood. And she's like, yep, that's blood.
Yep, that's blood.
It was like, what kind of bonding experience is this shit?
I was not told anything
Oh, no.
about mine ahead of time.
Oh.
So I called my mom sobbing, and she laughed.
That's not good.
And then I was given American Girl Doll's book about periods and changing bodies. And that was it.
Oh, man.
And I have been blessed with having PCOS and terrible cramps that I get from my father's side of the family.
Oh, yikes.
It's rough.
Because my mother does not cramp.
I get back cramps more than anything, and I'm just over here like, why have we done this?
I am in so much pain for like 5 days. It sucks.
I feel very blessed in that notion that I do not get it like that. No, I just take massive shits.
Period shits, yeah.
Yeah, no, I take massive shits on a daily basis anyway. They get worse.
It's where she's tiny.
Sorry, what was that, Lexi?
I said it's where you're tiny.
Because I take so many shits?
Because you take such massive shits.
Good God.
All the bullshit has to go somewhere.
Yeah,
It does have to go somewhere.
It's true. comes out my ass.
Lord.
But yeah, not since the first time I got mine have I had, I have never felt such pain. That was awful. And what was so funny is, like, before I really realized what was happening my first time, I just kept feeling like I needed to pee.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
And then one of the times I went to use the bathroom thinking I needed to pee, and I looked down, and sure enough.
You know, me being so frank, my mom being so frank about it, I'm really glad that she was, so I didn't freak out. It was just kind of like a, are you kidding me kind of moment. Because I couldn't imagine just going into that blind.
Well, yeah, I actually learned about it in school first.
Yeah, we had, my mom told me about it because I was a nosy little kid, and I wanted to know the who's and what's and why's it's about everything, so, like, I found, like, her stuff in the closet. And she wasn't gonna hide it from me. She's like, yeah, you're gonna deal with this too. Let me break it down for you. And though the funniest part of this whole thing about my mom just telling me because, you know, I'd ask or whatever, is I thought every baby was delivered by cesarean section until I was like 8. Because all of my mom's birth experiences were with a C-section, right? So that's the only kind I'd ever heard of, and she just didn't think about it. Because she had told me, and she wasn't wrong. So I just thought everybody made, like, appointments.
Like, nope. That there's a story of back when my mom was a preschool teacher. Yeah, she taught 3-year-olds for many years. And you know, 3-year-olds, they'll just say whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious every time. Well, my mom had this one where one of her students was expecting a younger sibling, and it happened over Christmas where the baby arrived. So this kid comes back from Christmas break and looks at my mom and goes, "Miss O'Meara, guess what I got for Christmas this year?" And my mom's like, "Oh, did you get a baby brother?" Because she already knew. And this little girl looks at my mother so indignantly and she says, "No, Dora panties."
Oh my god.
Like, that was more interesting than the little brother.
I mean, to some kids it is. Gotta get that fly looking undies. That fly underpants.
She also had one of her students had a hard time pronouncing his S's. And so around Halloween, she was like asking all of her like students what they were gonna dress up as for Halloween. And this kid goes, "I'm gonna be Pooper Man."
Of course he is. Of course he's gonna be Pooper Man. God bless him.
There was also the one who had trouble with his TRs.
Oh no.
But he really liked trucks. He loved big trucks, like work trucks. Like
Oh my god.
trucks. And the funniest part was that the year that my mother had this student, they were actually renovating the gym for the school.
Oh
So
no.
if you looked right outside my mom's window, you could see the big trucks working on the gym. And this kid would get so excited about it. The big fucks are here! The big fucks are
God, I love this kid.
The principal actually came in and just kind of stared at my mother like, what is going on here?
It's like, do I want to know?
Like, this kid was so loud. It was so funny. God, that was
I'll be
funny.
back in a second. I think I'm gonna make myself something to eat. Like I did eat at the job thing today, but like I don't think it was enough.
That's
So
fair. Alright, we're almost done. But anyway, I always get a kick out of that story.
That is funny.
There was also this one student she had. He was, for some reason, he had such a hard time calling people by their names. So instead of calling my mother Miss Alina, he would call her and her assistant, Lady.
Lady?
Lady, hey lady. Well, one day, somebody dropped something and both the assistant and my mother both bent down at the same time to pick it up. So they ended up bonking their heads against each other, right? As you do. And this little kid looks at them as this happens and goes, ladies, you need to be more careful. Like, I swear, kids are so funny. Oh, looks like we had two people who didn't know. Ah, yes, Alec, yeah, where else are we gonna go in an alliance raid roulette, right? I don't really need any of this. Oh,
I
I got
got
a
2
comp!
player comps.
I got one! It's because
I
I
got
actually
2.
did a decent job in there. Oh, I leveled up again.
Nice.
Oh, we are fixing my glamour right now. Okie dokie.
So the only thing left is normal raids, right?
And frontline.
I don't think I'm gonna make it through. Because it's 11 o'clock and I still have to be up at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, girl, if you have to log off, log off. I can keep going.
Yeah.
I only have 2 more to go. I'm probably gonna log off after I finish the front line, but I was about to take a 5-minute break and use the bathroom. So if you need to go to bed, go to bed.
I need to go to bed. My sleeping schedule has been fucked this week. So
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. So
I need to go to bed.
so please, go to bed. Um, we're gonna be back in like 5, maybe 10 minutes whenever I get back. Um, in the meantime, stand up, stretch your legs, get a snack, get some water, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Of course,
I will be
always.
back at some. I will be back at some
We'll
time
see you
again
next
to give
time,
more
Lexi.
rants, raves, whatever.
Yeah, soapboxing.
I went on a different rant today than what I normally do. Normally it's about, random movies from my childhood.
Yeah, that's fair.
Today it was about the dark underbelly of
Nickelodeon.
the media that we consume.
Yeah.
So,
Alright. With that.
kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys. Good night.
Good night. And we will be right back. Hello! We're back. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Thank God it's Final Fantasy Friday. Alright. So I have 2 raids left for 2 roulettes, rather. Sorry, left for tonight. Actually, look at the ball, we're doing guild tests, too. That makes 3. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty, I'm a healer, so this shouldn't take long. Oh. I guess I'll check my retainers when I get out. Alright, which guild test am I being thrown into today? Slay Brockman. Okay. Bachman, not Brockman. Okay. Easy. The operation was a success. Here's your payment, and for your efforts, I've thrown in a little extra, so that you may consider returning to aid us once again. A bonus has been added to your reward for completing the Hest as an astrologian for the first time. It's a guild Hest. An additional bonus has been added for your party completing the operation without suffering a single KO. That was under the armor. Complete. Oh, and I got 2 player comms! I forget that I can comm people for those. Oh no, I forgot. Oh well. Alrighty. And normal raids. See, now it's gonna go slightly slower because I don't also have a tank with me. Oh. I say that and then the duty pops. Ain't that the way it goes, huh? Helen, I didn't lose you, did I? Helen? I may have lost her. Oh well. Oh, this is Alexander.
My belly is full. I am happy now.
Oh, good. in a normal raid now.
Okay.
This
I
is
hope
from
it's
the
fine.
This is from the Alexander series.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember which other Final Fantasy game this was based on, because I know they do that a lot with their raid series. I can't remember.
It's based off something.
All I know is that the moral of the story is basically, hey, what if we gave goblins a time machine? Would that be fucked up or what?
I mean, yeah, that would be kind of shitty.
Now is a good time to mention that I don't know the mechanics to this fight. I just kind of do what I feel like.
You're just giving it a go. Giving it the college try.
Like, whenever you're in a dungeon or a raid with me, Helen, just assume that I don't actually know the mechanics.
This is fair. Cool. I think I'm getting there. I'm getting places. And now I need more of these things. Alright.
Uh-oh. What have I done? So, fun fact, if you step on those buttons, it does things to the arena.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
I'm having fun, I swear to God.
Are you still playing Genshin?
Yeah. Because, like, I'm almost done getting the stuff I need to get dipshit to level 90, right? So I might as well just do it. Is my thought.
Okay.
And then I can focus on finishing leveling up his weapon and then doing his skill slot stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the idea.
Yeah, that was kind of the one thing I really didn't like about Genshin was how grindy it was.
So it does suffer because it was originally conceptualized as a mobile game, you know, that also had a PC port. So it does suffer from grind hell problems without the option to auto some of this stuff, which not good. Makes things very
Yeah.
difficult.
Like, if you're just looking for a free game to play, sure, I totally recommend it. But
Your undying devotion to Venti or whatever was truly fucking incredible, I will say that.
I did love that little guy.
I'm just over here, I'm like, I have rock daddy, nothing bothers me.
I wish I could show that same devotion to the oh gosh, what is her name? The little lady god. What is
Nahida?
Nahida.
She is very cute.
Please don't
I mean,
loop
if it,
me. Bye. Sorry, what was
look,
that?
we all know my favorite Archon is Zhongli because
Oh yeah,
bias.
obvious. I mean, same though. I've just seen him.
He is beautiful. And he's just so funny. He's so cute. We love this old man.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm sorry. You thought I was devoted to Venti?
Oh, you pulled for him in the whole bit, and
No, it wasn't Venti I pulled for. I mean, okay, he was on the first banner that I ever pulled on. It was on the first banner I ever spent money on, I should specify, because I realized that I was like 20 pulls away from getting a guaranteed. And I was like, well, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna round it out.
round
And
it out.
And I spent $25 to get another 20 pulls. And I ended up getting him and Kitching.
Kaching, you know, as much as people like poke fun at her, she is actually a really solid DPS unit. I know we're not there yet. Oh my god, I need 2 more!
Oh,
2
no.
more of these bitches! Okay.
Alright. This front line is gonna get me to level 70 or bust. You ready?
You can do it!
So this one might take a little bit longer because it's not based on your role. Anybody can just end up on any team.
This is fair.
And also there's so many people that need to join.
Can I not beat up rope? I should just do the thing on the map where you can pick a enemy and it'll show you where the fuck they are. Because I need things. Really? Okay. You know, this is just me spitballing again, but I never really... Like, I did not get the hype about a lot of English voice actors, you know, until I saw some of the work, like, Tang? was doing. And I say this because this is the Gojo guy. I'm like, why is everybody freaking out over the Jujutsu Kaisen dub? And then I listened to it and I was like, ah,
Mm-hmm.
Gojo. I will say the guy who does Nanami, he doesn't do a bad job. He does a perfectly good job. Here's the problem. He was following up Kenjiro Suda.
See, my thing is like, yeah, you could talk about great voice acting in other languages. My issue is that I don't speak that language, so it doesn't hit me as hard when I'm just hearing it, you know?
I mean, I've been watching subtitled movies and stuff for years and years and years, so it just doesn't really matter
yeah.
to me.
Yeah, I mean, no, like, absolutely. I just don't get the voice acting thing, if that makes sense. Like, I'll watch a subtitled anime. Don't get me wrong.
With it is a pretty voice is a pretty voice. It doesn't matter if they're
True.
speaking English or Japanese or Spanish or whatever.
True.
And Sudaken in particular has this incredibly unique sounding, deep, gravelly voice that is just kind of like, oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. You know, it's kind of like, I don't think the guy who voiced Sukuna did a bad job at all in English. I think he did quite a good job, actually. Here's the problem. He was following up Junichi Suwabe. Who has, like, a cult following for a reason.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fun fact, Junichi Suwabe voiced Archer in Fate Grand Order and Fate Stay Night. And he also voiced Siegfried.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's got this really deep, growly voice thing going on. Again, it's no wonder people love him so much.
Where did this guy get that mount? What? I want the dragon mount.
Don't we all? But anyway, like in English, Kaji Tong or whatever just fucking killed it the whole time. He's also really good in the Apothecary Diaries that I've seen. But yeah, no, there's like a reason that whenever you see like horny edits of Nanami, it's never in English.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fun fact though, Sudaken, arguably his most famous role that he has ever done. Guess. Just give me a guess.
Sudaken?
Yeah, the guy who voices Nanami.
In Japanese, yes?
Japanese. What is the most famous thing he's ever done? It's a different show, and I assure you, you have seen it.
Yuri on Ice.
No. Though Suwabe was in that, he was Victor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hint.
It's a childhood show for a lot of people.
Pokemon?
No.
I've definitely seen it as a childhood show for a lot of people. Okay. What you got? What is it?
He played Seto Kaiba in Yu-Gi-Oh!
No way!
Yes! So if you go and you watch like episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or like the Dark Side of Dimensions movie and stuff in Japanese, it's Sudaken.
Huh.
Yup.
That's
One
really
I
funny.
haven't. Yeah, there's one I haven't seen Daisuke Ono in anything in a while. He played Sebastian Mikolas in Black Butler. That's probably the one that you know him from. For a while, he was like the default sexy man voice guy.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
like, oh gosh, who voiced him in English? I know who voiced him in English. What was his name? He's done all sorts of stuff. He was in Oran High School Host Club too.
Oh, Vic McMuppup.
No, the other one. Um, not Vic Mignogna. He was the Host Club's treasurer. Kyoya?
I do not know the name of that guy, I'm afraid.
But you know who I'm talking about. The
Yeah, no. He's been in a few things, yeah.
Gosh, J. Michael Tatum.
Yep, you're right. You are so right.
He was in like everything for a while too.
Mm-hmm. I think we have enough. I think we're almost there, my friend. Alright, let me see. Oh boy.
Oh, how did I just die? Oh well. Yeah, this is an interesting PvP area. Oh, you know what else J. Michael Tatum was in?
Oh.
I have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure he was in The Gray Man.
Probably.
Yeah, he was, and I can't remember the name again. He was Vina Lee's brother.
Oh! Fucking, it starts with a K too.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
What the fuck is...
Yep, there we go. It's a good thing I never go into these thinking I'm actually going to win them.
That's fair. Also, guess who ascended the boy?
You did.
Finally did it.
Hell yeah.
Took for fucking ever. So, honestly, I'm very pleased with that.
Good.
Am I gonna do a YOLO poll because I kind of want to get stuff to get cons of Shingshu? Maybe.
Okay, but I have to, ask, what are your opinions on the One Piece dubs?
So, the first one, the disaster one, it has a soft spot in my heart because I remember seeing it on Toonami.
Aww.
The newer one is obviously higher quality, like most later dubs are. But the stupid rap theme song and everything else, it just cracks me the fuck up every single time.
Oh my gosh, nothing beats the original English theme song.
Like, and I say this as someone who really enjoys all of the original Japanese openings. but it's just so funny. It's really hard to dislike because it's that funny.
Yeah. No, I really liked the original English theme, the climb aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams. That one.
That one's just a translated version of the original opening in
is it?
Japanese. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There was another one that was genuinely, it was like this weird ass rap
They
thing,
only
and it was
made it for
America, yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, well that explains a lot about why they put that theme in the live action remake for One Piece, which is good, by the way.
I've heard good things about it, yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's a bit darker than the original in my opinion, but like,
I feel like live action is gonna lose some of that cartoonish charm that One Piece has.
It's not even that. Like, all of the characters to me look like they popped right out of the pages, right? Especially when you get into people like Sanji's mentor. Why can't I never remember?
Zeph.
Zeph. Yeah. Characters like him, like Buggy the Clown.
They did a great job of Buggy. The thirst edits for Buggy cracked me the fuck up, though.
That was so funny, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. But like, there are some things that they did change from the story, and it's partly to make it move a little bit faster. So like, I see why they did it.
Yeah.
But it does come out being a little darker, but still keeping that spirit of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah. As far as live actions go, I don't think the One Piece live action was a bad one, really.
No, I found it very enjoyable. And all of the actors did just such a fantastic job.
There was a lot of love that went into it, you could tell.
For sure. Like, that's when a piece of media gets, like, really good, is when you can tell how much love was put into it. Okay, what are your thoughts on Full Metal Alchemist stuff?
So, again, it's one of those that I grew up with it. You know, it was what was around, it was what you saw. Didn't really care for it, though. I thought Romy Park's performance as Ed was better than Vic McFuckaduck. And,
yeah, that's not hard to do.
That's the funniest bastardization of his name that I've ever done. Holy shit. Anyway.
I am of the opinion that they should just remake Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the dub, right? Except everything stays the same, you just replace Vic Mignogna's lines.
You just have someone...
And I'll voice it. Let me catch a cold, and I will voice it.
No, it's fine.
I'll just do it all in one weekend while I'm sick. I'll just sit in my closet with a microphone.
But I do understand why, and it is a shame, I think, that it turned out that Vic McFoodie-Duddy, what a bitch, turned out to be like such a poor person, because there's so many people who grew up with that got them into anime in the first place, and so they love the series, and they that performance meant a lot to them regardless of the quality of it. And it's a real shame. I don't know how else to go to say anything about it.
And the shame about it was, he was literally in everything.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't throw a stick without Vic Mignogna showing up in an anime.
Well, my thing is, he obviously had a great career. He was a well-loved and respected voice actor. Again, regardless of any issues with his performances, right?
Yeah.
And all he had to do was just not be a fucking creep.
Yeah. But like I mean,
we're talking bare minimum.
Yeah. Like the guy was literally in everything though, from freaking Full Metal Alchemist to Ouran High School Host Club, all the way down to the Gray Man, who voiced the background characters.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, he was also in the Tsubasa anime. Like if you had a silly little blonde character, guess
It was
who was
probably
voicing him?
Vic
He was probably voiced by
Mikuha.
Vic Mignogna.
It's just kind of like, man, you just had to ruin it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to think. Other talked about Ono Daisuke. He was a big thing. Romy Park. Romy Park was every hard-ass little boy from like 2004 to 2020, pretty much. All your spunky young boy characters were played by Romy Park, it felt like.
So, Black Star?
I mean, basically, yes. I'm going to punch you in the face, buddy. I'm talking to this character right now.
Oh, okay. So what did I do?
It's like, no, you didn't do anything. We love you. I love you very much.
Well, good. I'm glad you love me. You want to see a silly little outfit?
I will click over and see a silly little outfit. Is this the silly little outfit?
It's a silly little outfit. I think it's a silly little outfit.
It is quite cute, though.
Oh my god, the hood has ears.
I love
Of course it does.
I love how Laplace is just listening to us talk about dubs and shit, and we just have an oof.
Yeah. That was because, they watched me die. Several times. But I still leveled up. So, we hit level 70 on Astrology. Let's see, where's my progress? Ooh. Okay. Hope you found that. Joke's on you. I'm never gonna get good at player versus player. I'm not there to be good at it. I'm there to watch myself die over and over and over again to a point where it's comical. Because that's I know what's going to happen. So, anyway, my voice is going out, and it's almost midnight, which means it's time to raid somebody, and, check out, let's see, is anybody, oh, Dat Lydia's playing again. Let's go check her out. I really liked her. She seemed nice. So we're gonna raid Dat Lydia. The before I go, if you haven't done so already, please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that follow button here on our Twitch. Check out the links in our About page. We have our YouTube channel. I realized today that it has been a while since it's been updated, but I swear we have a backlog that's going to go up there. Katie's been dealing with some personal stuff, so she's taking some time away from the channel, but she will be back. And I'm going to be taking over Final Fantasy Fridays, and we will be finishing Endwalker before Dawn Trail comes out. So help me God. We can do it. We can do it. I'm not even worried about it. We also have our social medias, our Twitter, our Tumblr. I'm back to posting on those too again. We also have our Instagram and our Blue Sky, which are not linked in our About page, but check those out. We are also on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. We're very funny on TikTok. I am hoping the U.S. government doesn't ruin this for us. Okay. With that, have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe out there. Love you. Helen, do you have any last minute comments, questions, concerns?
Tip your waitresses. Don't be a dick. I'll know, and then I will come take your teeth.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
I probably shouldn't have just threatened your audience. Forgive.
No, you're fine. We're raiding.
It's fine. I'm probably going to have to take the dogs to pee in